The following pro wrestling exhibition requires discretionary viewer participation.
4.
Friends, viewers and guests to Syracuse, New York for tonight's Rwl Sn Rl. I'm Wally Cardill.
And my name's Johnny Bianco. And with us is Hangman Tex Lynch, who's been a very busy boy lately. Saw you on Rage managing the Texas Hangman. You've got to be so proud of those two.
And that's far from all tonight. We're also celebrating the birthday of your gal pal Liberty Belle Danielle. And next week, the 22nd, Sn Rl will be celebrating your birthday, Tex.
In Dallas, Texas, no less. You can drive to work from home again.
I gotta tell you, I love doing that too. Good evening, everybody. How you doing tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, 2 great hours of RWL Night Action on tap this evening. Oh, it's gonna be fantastic. And let's get the show on the road without delay here. We're starting off with a ladies match. A newcomer, Nikki Leroy, making her debut against Sister Goldenhair, making an appearance tonight, along with BQ Stewart. Oh, guys, we got us a whole bunch of surprises. Right now, let's turn it over to ring announcer Buck Morton for the introduction.
Good evening, Syracuse, and welcome to our WL Sn Rl. Our opening ladies contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, making her WL debut from Marseille, France, Nikki Leroy.
Kaboom!
Here's what we've got on Miss Nikki Leroy here. She's the daughter of retired Hall of Famer Lady T. Leroy from the early 2000s ladies roster, educated and trained in France in powerlifting of all things, but trained at our WL Academy Boston and Far-Resh out of school. In her first ever match tonight against Goldenhair.
Hey, Awesome Sauce, it's been a while since we saw Sister Goldenhair competing in ring. She's got serious raw talent. Wonder what Nikki Leroy will make of her.
They're actually an even match, going purely by the numbers. Plus, she's had some time as part of the Ferrantino group now, long enough for MJ Ferrantino and his positivity to maybe rub off of Sister Goldenhair. And against a new and untested opponent, I like these kinds of matches.
Hell's bells, yeah, great start to the first set tonight.
Oh, man, well, Miss Nikki Leroy certainly, well, you can see she spent some time in the gym. Wow.
And her opponent, accompanied by Bridget Quinn Stewart from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Sister Goldenhair.
Welcome home, Sister Goldenhair. It has been some time away. For the lady that began as American Power's bodyguard, but since there's no American Powers anymore, not much point to her bodyguarding something that ain't there. So, as part of the MJ Ferrantino group, she has been doing valet work for the North Ridge Quake Brenton Quinn Stewart, and occasionally stepping into the ring herself for an occasional matchup to keep in tune. And that's what's happening tonight against Nikki Leroy. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Again, like you said, Johnny, against an untested, untried opponent. Looking forward to seeing what Sister Goldenhair does here.
The curiosity's eaten me up alive.
Yes, sir, me too.
Well, all right, a nice ladies' opening match to whet the appetite here. If I haven't seen Sister Goldenhair for a while, this would be good. Referee Willie Johnson rings the bell. Here we go. Goldenhair opens up with a couple of shots to Nikki Leroy. Nikki Leroy goes rolling with a suplex. Goldenhair moves in on her, works her to the far left corner, a chop across the chest from Sister Goldenhair. Here's a spring off the ropes and a drop kick right to the side of the head of Nikki Leroy. Right away with a cover one. Just the one. Sister Golden Hair going for the quick pin here. Takes Nikki Leroy into an armbar. And Nikki Leroy catching it right away from Sister Golden Hair. Well, hasn't wasted any time. I guess she's been learning at the side of Brent and Quinn Stewart. And they've become quite a pair. We've only seen Brent and Quinn Stewart recently, a couple of weeks ago. But Golden Hair was right there with him. Nikki Leroy getting stretched by Sister Golden Hair. Whoa! Handspring knees doesn't work out. Nikki Leroy with a right to the head of Sister Golden Hair, whips her to the far right corner. Golden Hair counters and finds her way out. Rounds up Nikki Leroy, slams her face first into the canvas. There's a stun. Princeton Quinn Stewart loves what he's seeing so far here. BQ Stewart, the Northridge Quake. Daddy Zeus, I call him because of that beard. Part of the MJ Frantino mob at this point. Man, what a squad he's got going. Golden Hair all the way up on the top turnbuckle. Nikki Leroy catches it. Cross body. Here's a pin attempt. One. No. Well, that's not happening. Not yet anyway. Sister Golden Hair. Whoa. Man, what a shot. Kick right to the side of the head. Nikki Leroy quickly up, evades the elbow. Golden Hair catches a sidewalk slam from Nikki Leroy. He's trying to battle back here. Brent and Quinn Stewart. He said something to her. He said something to her in French, and she did not appreciate whatever the hell it was he said.
He said she sucks as a wrestler, and she looks like a dude.
Brent and Quinn Stewart playing mind games with Nikki Leroy. Golden Hair over the top, ass over tea kettle, and takes down Nikki Leroy to the outside. Referee Willie Johnson counting as Nikki Leroy catches another drop kick from Sister Golden Hair, who's been lit up in this matchup. Man. Okay. Sister Golden Hair countered with a clothesline by Nikki Leroy. Nikki Leroy gets a hold of Sister Golden Hair, rolls her back inside the ring. Golden Hair right there waiting for Nikki Leroy when she made her way back inside the ring, man. Up against the ropes goes Nikki Leroy. Nikki playing tug of war with the arm of Nikki Leroy. And man, Golden Hair has not let up, man. Like, hardly at all. Nikki Leroy having her problems getting any momentum going. Nikki Leroy, oh, what a shot from Golden Hair off the ropes. One. But again, just a
Give
one.
Nikki her props. She's still hanging on here.
There's Nikki Leroy. I tell you what, she is tough. Golden Hair. Oh, the crossbody. Nobody home for that one. Nikki Leroy, look at this. From a deadlift into a military press. Yeah, this chick lifts some weights, man. And down goes Sister Golden Hair. Nikki Leroy gonna do it again. She's got some serious power. Golden Hair all the way up for the ride and slammed right back down again, face first into the military press drop. But, oh man, Nikki Leroy starting to show out here, and Sister Golden Hair starting to look like she's gonna have some problems. After three of those, Nikki Leroy. Man, she'd be smart to go for the pin right after all that. A trifecta of military press drops on Nikki Leroy. Yeah, she said, look at me. I got some power behind me. All the way up on the top turnbuckle. Move. Man, diving shoulder death from above. 10 feet up, Sister Golden Hair counters with a kick. Jumping neck breaker on the outside from Nikki Leroy. As the referee urges the ladies to get it back inside the ring. There's a knee to the head of Sister Golden Hair. Golden Hair yanked across the floor by her ankle by Nikki Leroy. Nikki Leroy with a stomp to the shoulder of Sister Golden Hair, is starting to take a beating on the outside here. He is, oh man. Nicky Leroy putting the boots to Sister Golden Hair, and here's a gut wrench suplex to Sister Golden Hair. He is getting brutalized out here. Just missed the ring post in the song by about a couple of inches. Nicky Leroy gets a hold of Golden Hair, rolls her towards the timekeeper's area, jumping neckbreaker. Nicky Leroy misses with a double axe handle. Drop toe hold. Puts Nicky face first on the floor. She's back up. Golden Hair sweeps her, takes her down. Double boot.
There's no more time.
Right to the gut. Here's the cover, and that is it. Time is up.
At 6 minutes and 10 seconds, referee Willis Johnson has counted out Nicky Leroy, your winner by count out, Sister Golden Hair.
Hey man, you win matches by pins, submissions, or count outs. They all go in the W column. And Sister Golden Hair just snatched this one away, playing the referee's count like a freaking Stradivarius.
So much more ahead, fans, so stay with us, cause there's more snarl in just a minute.
Oh, and it is so much. Oh, man, the lineup is just great. Stick around, because we're coming right back with more snarl in just a second. And look, the celebration's still continuing. Don't go away. Be right back.
Will Gang, at the last Southwest card, the unthinkable happened when the brand new team of Wildside Warren Garrett and Bruce the Shark Finn joined forces for the first time against the pair of Mad Dog McKay and Karrion Kross.
The match was nothing short of amazing, and this new team, fresh out of school mind you, dominated the more experienced pair of McKay and Kross in pretty spectacular fashion.
Every time Kross or McKay would snatch momentum away from them, Garrett and Finn stubbornly snatched it back, and we could very well be looking at a pair of future major stars.
Wildside Warren G of Shoyo, Arkansas, met up with Bruce Finn of Algonquin at the Shamrock Slam Academy. They hit it off at once and decided early to become a tag team. And they certainly stunned everyone in this match at Southwest with their excellent team mechanics, as sharp as any veteran team you've ever seen.
Their debut match on our WLTV ended with the Shark Bruce Finn scoring the 3 count on Kross for the win with just 52 seconds left on the clock. The Shark and Wildside Warren G could have the makings of future megastars in our WL.
And tonight, the team gets another chance to make an impression on fans as Wildside Warren Garrett and Bruce the Shark Finn get set to compete in the big time on Snarl against Thrasher and Mosh. The Headbangers. The following tag team contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from the Garden State of New Jersey at a combined weight of 488 pounds, Thrasher.
The new kids on the block with the unenviable task of trying to take down Thrasher and Mosh. Good luck with that project. The Headbangers, persistent in the Legends Tag Division. They don't have gold, but they are definitely solid team, and they have whipped the hell out of a bunch of them over their time with us. And I think it's going to be a great matchup tonight between Warren G and Bruce the Shark Finn and the Headbangers. I can't get used to the names. They're new. I mean, you know, but they're, gotta admit though, Bruce the Shark Finn, that's a hell of a moniker right there.
Sure didn't need no gimmick from any promoter. And their opponents at a combined weight of 438 pounds from Shoyo, Arkansas's Wildside Warren Garrett. And from Algonquin, Maine, Bruce the Shark Finn.
The boys adopting a more polished and professional look thanks to one of our fairy godmothers in wardrobe, who made sure they were ready for their close-up. Nice of you to introduce them to the fairy godmother's text.
Well, land's sake, Sonny, they couldn't go to the bar dressed in them rags they were wearing for their match at Southwest.
Safe to say the Shark and Warren G have got it on the money, cash on the line.
All right, looks like it's gonna be Thrasher and Wildside Warren G starting this tag team match off. Oh man, this team got some potential here. Tom Kanamura rings the bell. They come center ring hard right from Warren. goes behind on Thrasher. Sets him up and nails him with a neck breaker. Wild side Warren with a kick to the leg of Thrasher. Thrasher rounded up. Rebound off the rope and a beautiful kick right to the side of the head of headbanger Thrasher. Warren G whips him to the corner. Wild side Warren rebounds off the ropes. Another kick to the side of the head. And here comes Bruce the Shark Finn. Gotta admit, I kind of like the name. Bruce the Shark Finn with a kick to the leg of Thrasher. And Thrasher's not looking too good at the moment, man. Center ring. Wrist clutch, knee stomps to the back. The baby steps, I like to call it. Set a hard left to the head from Bruce Finn. A stomp to the midsection to Thrasher. Thrasher counters with a couple of rights. Gets himself back up to a standing position. Turns himself around on wild side Warren G. Catches a kick to the head from Bruce Finn. Finn. A little Karate Kid action over here. Thrasher on the wrong side of town. In enemy territory. He's trying to make his way out. And Bruce the Shark Finn stops showboating long enough to nail him with a moonsault. Here's a cover one. Nope. Afraid not. Not this time anyway. Swing and a miss from Bruce Finn. A spinning punch did connect though and took him down pretty good. Thrasher finally makes the connection to Mosh. Mosh with a running DDT to Bruce the Shark Finn. Hard right from Mosh. Another hard right turns Finn around. Another shot to the back from Mosh. Goes behind on him into a sleeper hold. Referee checking it out, but Bruce Finn counters with a jawjacker. Gets a hold of Mosh. Takes him down pretty quick. Schoolyard bully pummeling from Bruce the Shark. Bruce the Shark Finn opens up with a series of wrist clutch kicks. And Mosh in big trouble here as the team of Wildside Warren Garrett and Bruce the Shark Finn look to be performing pretty well. Here's a tag. Speak of the devil. Very efficient tag team. I'm impressed. For new kids fresh out of school, they ain't doing too bad for themselves. Here comes Thrasher on the tag. Takes down Wildside Warren. Thrasher rounds him up. Hard right hand. Drops him to the mat again. Stomp to the midsection. Rolling elbow to the back. Thrasher turns it back over to Mosh as Warren makes his way to the outside. Gotta admit, like Warren's new costume too. His ring gear is definitely a little more professional. Thrasher drops Warren head first into the turnbuckle. Puts the boots to the throat of Wildside Warren Garrett. Well, Warren G's not doing too good right now. A drop of the leg across the arm. And Thrasher's partying. And here comes Bruce the Shark Finn. Bruce whipped to the corner. Thrasher goes back to work on Warren. Whips him to the headbanger's corner. Bruce Finn gets a hold of him before he can get there. Couple of elbows to the midsection to Bruce Finn from Thrasher. A right, another, a third. Puts Bruce Finn down on the canvas. And Wildside Warren still on the headbanger's corner. Needs to snap out of it and get out of there quick before Thrasher gets there. Bruce Finn whipped to the ropes. Big time collision. Bruce Finn drives a nail into the head. Wildside Warren returns to his corner. Both headbangers laid out on the outside. Bruce Finn all the way up in the danger zone on the top turnbuckle. Here we go. Oh, man. Flying elbow from 10 feet up. Thrasher caught all of it. Bruce Finn with a combination of shots, ending it out with a spinning back fist. Up over the shoulder goes Thrasher. There's a discus punch. The referee continuing to count Thrasher. Mosh caught up by Bruce Finn. Here we go. I said he's just beating it like it's a big old bass drum. The chest of Mosh. Gonna be battered in the morning. And down he goes. Thrasher, finally answering the call, makes his way back inside the ring. Bruce Finn, off the ropes, flying punch. Takes Thrasher down to the mat. Bruce the Shark Finn. With a kick to the head. He's like the breakaway star of this team. He's just got too much going on. He's got Thrasher right where he wants him. Mosh protesting, but not much he can do about it. Couple of knees to the back of Thrasher as Bruce Finn turns it on over to Wild Side Warren G. Running kick from Warren Garrett. Takes Thrasher down center ring. More wrist clutch surfboard stomps to the back of Thrasher. Warren and Thrasher both missed their move. Warren with the upper hand. Couple of knees to the midsection of Thrasher. A set of short rocket kicks to the head. Thrasher rolls to the outside as Bruce Finn comes in on the tag. Bruce, completely ignoring Thrasher, goes after Mosh on the other side. Esen Enziguri takes Mosh down to the floor as Thrasher makes his way back inside the ring. He catches a knee to the head from Bruce Finn. The Shark going for the cover here, one. Man, it would have been cool though. Kick to the back to Thrasher from Bruce Finn. Spinning back fist. Whoa. Right in the side of the face. Here comes Warren Garrett with a kick to the head of Thrasher. Thrasher makes it to the corner. Here comes Mosh. Warren kicks him down. Both headbangers spending a lot of time laid out together. That's not good. A sleeper from Mosh. A jawjacker from Wild Side Warren. Warren springboards off the middle rope. Missile drop kick. Here's the cover. One. No dice. Again. Great match. These guys are really good, man. Wow. Wrist clutch kick to the side of the head from Wild Side Warren Garrett. Warren G. Whips him to the corner. Mosh escapes the corner. Gets a hold of Wild Side Warren. Clubbing overhand right. Gets him down to one knee. He turns his attention to Bruce Finn. Hangs him up off the top rope. Well, the headbangers not having too much trouble keeping up with Bruce Finn and his buddy. Wow. Wild Side Warren Garrett. You would not think. I mean, these guys sounded and looked for all the world like they were going to get beat by Mad Dog Mark McKay and Karrion Kross. And it just did not work out that way. They've got some definite raw talent. Mosh into the corner. Warren with a kick to the calf. Wild Side Warren Garrett with a knee to the head takes down Mosh. Mosh standing up slowly using the ropes. Warren smashes his head into the turnbuckle. A counter. Mosh found his way out of the corner. Locks it up with Warren. Warren whipped to the headbanger's corner. Head first into the turnbuckle goes Wild Side Warren. And Mosh starts raining blows, but woohoo! Wild Side Warren putting off the brakes. A shot right to the head of headbanger Mosh, who got his head banged for sure. Whipped into the opposing team's corner. A set of driving knees into the midsection of headbanger Mosh from Wild Side Warren, who's starting to show that wild side now. He's taking a walk on the wild side and taking a walk on headbanger Mosh. Up off the rope. Oh, double knees to the chest for Mosh. And here comes Bruce the Shark Finn. Bruce the Shark Finn rounds up. Mosh off the middle. Whoa! Nice flying punch. Beautifully done. 1, 2, 3. Shut up! These guys, 2 for 2 already. Wow, man.
The time, 9 minutes and 15 seconds. Your winners by pinfall, Bruce the Shark Finn and Wildside Warren Garrett.
Well, guys, I'll tell you what. Whether Bruce the Shark Finn and Warren G continue to wow us at major shows like this or fade back into obscurity, never to be seen again, they provided us with a couple of great matches lately. What a great win for this new tag team. We'll be back with more RWL Sn Rl right after the break.
I'm sick and tired of the stupid accusations that Rossi is just a piece of arm candy to me. Have a look at this video, and you'll get why Rossi Flowers hasn't wrestled in almost 2 years. Rossi had her last match in December of 2023, and she took it pretty hard.
So they can do some other dumb shit later. Like being in the movies. It's so stupid. I'm into this business because I love it. I love competing. I love the people I call friends in the business. I just love everything about it. So it cut me deep. My last lost. So I convinced Ray I needed more training. Lots more. And my man El Jefe, made sure I got it.
And what Miss Rossi wanted, hey, she gets.
Then we took what I practiced out on the road, wrestled in some pretty sleazy spots against pretty sleazy opponents, and I started winning. Consistently. So now, I'm happy again.
And the fans, they stood up and took notice. Rossi was up a step now.
Why do I keep going?
I asked Rossi why she wanted this so badly, and I'll never forget what she said.
Because I know someday I'm going to be in the opposite corner against that last bitch that beat me. We got some unfinished business.
Nice bit of journalistic video, boys. You got the who, what, when, where, how, and why. And coming up, Rossi Flowers in her first match in almost 2 years, getting ready to face Josie Jane of Team Brooklyn.
The following ladies contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Brooklyn Von Brown from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, here's Josie Jane.
The 2 finest lady graduates of the Riley Flash Wrestling Academy up north. Josie Jane, accompanied by Brooklyn Von Brown, all set to go against Rossi Flowers in her first matchup in 2 freaking years, man. Wow, that video, man, that was just amazing, you guys.
Thanks, boss, but GB and I can't take all the cred. Christio was helpful in assembling the footage from the training sessions.
Yeah, 2 enthusiastic thumbs up for Christio. And her opponent accompanied by El Jefe Great Guns from Cicero, Illinois, Rossi Flowers. Okay, so it's Josie Jane in a single with no Brooklyn Von Braun to tag out to.
Against Rossi Flowers, and the training video was fascinating. Looks like she rubbed shoulders with everybody from seasoned vets to freshly graduated rookies, and it sure seems like the intense training has been winning her some matches on the local RWL shows. El Jefe has done a Sylvia Strong on Rossi.
It sure looks like it, Wally. At local, non-televised shows, she's racked up wins over Stacy Keebler, Scarlett Bordeaux, Ivy Nile, Carmina Snuka, and look at that, Brooklyn Von Braun took a loss to Rossi to.
Hole-in-one Johnny, Myron Schimmelman told me that's the reason for this match between Rossi and Josie Jane. It's a revenge thing for Team Brooklyn.
Sure wish I'd seen the match between her and Brooklyn.
Well, Rossi may have made some friends, may have made some enemies, but right now Josie Jane's the immediate problem. She's standing in the opposite corner. Okay, let's see what happens. Tom Canamora rings the bell. They come center ring. They lock it up. Rossi whips Josie Jane to the far right. Whoa! Beautifully done. We saw that happen in the training video. She's been working on that move for sure. Josie Jane catching both boots to the chest. Handspring, knees to the chest. With Josie Jane from Rossi Flowers. Man, El Jefe is like trained her to be that. Oh man, look at this. With the kip up after the elbow drop. She is not playing around. And she was tough when she started. Great striker. She just beats you senseless with her fists. But now it seems like she's got her coordination together, doing a bit more. Oh, ow. Oh, damn. Josie Jane catching a beating over here. Josie counters with an elbow. Josie Jane smashes Rossi's head into the top left turnbuckle. Sets her up into the tree of woe. Well, now that ain't gonna be good. There's a kick to the chest from Josie Jane. There's another one. Josie Jane with the boot to the throat of Rossi. Josie Jane covers, hooks the leg. One. Well, just one. Rossi's still in the game. Brooklyn Von Braun looking on. And she's got a problem with Rossi now. Oh. Rossi Flowers. Oh, beautiful powerbomb from Rossi. A cover. One. Another just one. As Josie Jane kicks out, quickly gets back on her feet. Shoulder tackle takes Rossi Flowers down to the canvas. A rebound off the ropes. Here we go. Misses with the splash. Rossi rolling out of the way at the last second. Out over the top rope and out onto the floor went Josie Jane. El Jefe Ray Guns watching his Terminator go to work here. Well, turns out she was not just eye candy after all. He had always planned on doing this. Surfboard style curb stomp to the back from Rossi Flowers. Josie Jane in trouble. The referee counting and for this. Rossi just stamping whatever she can find on Josie Jane. El Jefe backs off, gives the lady a little space. I would too. Into the ring steps goes Josie Jane. Rossi escorting Josie Jane back inside the ring, and here she comes in hot pursuit. Springboard off the ropes, cross body. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. Wow. That was nicely done. Brooklyn Von Braun trying to rally Josie Jane into the game here. And she is losing ground quick. Rossi with a hard forearm takes Josie Jane down to the mat. Josie gathered up again by the hair. Rossi Flowers. Oh. Stepping on the short hair. That's got to be painful. Josie Jane unable to mount any offense, at least right now. Hasn't for a while. Rossi Flowers, it's been all about her. Up and oh, nasty right hand right to the side of the face of Josie Jane. Hung up outside on the apron. Rossi comes out after her and duking it out on the apron. That's crazy. Josie Jane with a shot to the back. Whips Rossi with the ropes. There's an elbow. Takes Rossi Flowers down to the canvas. A rebound off the ropes. The splash connects that time. Knocking the wind out of Rossi Flowers. Followed up with a stomp to the gut. A stomp to the shoulder. Oh, man. Big time elbow from Josie Jane. another well-trained wrestler. Riley Flash occasionally turns out a winner. The Canadian Cartel and Team Brooklyn, two of his best examples. Here we go, big time crossbody off the top turnbuckle. And Rossi Flowers rolls up to a standing position, a jab, a right, a left, has her up, there's a backbreaker to Josie Jane. No, Rossi Flowers seems to be doing all right. Didn't take too much damage, apparently. Up on the middle rope, here we go, and whoa, well now. Oh, that did not work out the way she planned it. Josie Jane taking advantage of the mistake here. Has her all the way up for the long, stalling vertical suplex. Well, there it goes. And there goes Rossi Flowers, center ring. Josie Jane rounds her up, gets a hold of her. Grabs the hair, pitches her halfway across town. Brooklyn Von Brown looking a little bit more encouraged at this point. Headlock punch. Couple of hard overhand rights. Couple of double axe handles, and down goes Rossi Flowers. There's a stomp in the back. El Jefe. Oh, no, damn, El Jefe sounds definitely concerning. Whip to the ropes. A clothesline from Josie Jane. Down goes Rossi. Josie Jane rounds her up. Oh man, from the front cradle, couple of rib breakers, and then just tossed to the side like last week's dinner. Oh. Josie Jane up on the top turnbuckle. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Another case of a high-risk maneuver that did not pay off. Rossi Flowers up on the middle rope. A fist drop. Wow. Looks like she put her out long. Ooh. Yeah. Josie Jane. Must have been pure reflex because she was stunned. That fist drop did some damage. A left and a right from Josie Jane. Kick and wing suplex from Josie Jane. A kick to the head from Rossi Flowers. A couple of hard rights. A kick. A spin kick. Unexpected. Put Josie Jane down. Making her way back up to a standing position against the ropes. Rossi Flowers whips her to the other side. Ducks under. Oh, hard shot to the midsection. Josie Jane catches a hard forearm from Rossi. Rossi making her way to the top turnbuckle here. Waiting for Josie Jane to stand up. Brooklyn Von Brown looking on. And oh, man, ooh, off the top rope DDT. 1, 2. Off the top rope DDT. Well, I never. Huh. Okay. Rossi Flowers drops the leg. Oh, man, drops the leg where it hurts the most. Josie Jane in some trouble here. A clothesline from Rossi. Here's a second one. Josie has the brakes put on by Rossi, taken down with a leg sweep. There's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. Well, now you can chalk this one up. Rossi Flowers wins by pinfall.
The time, exactly 8 minutes. And your winner by pinfall, Rossi Flowers.
And guys, I hate to have to be, that guy. But the last person to beat Rossi on December 4th, 2023, that was Liberty Bell Danielle. Rossi Flowers has revenge on the brain. You guys. She's been training like this, looking forward to the day she faces Danielle again.
Another rival in the making for Liberty Bell. She needs this like a hole in the head.
Should Danielle be concerned about an opponent she beat 2 years ago, Tex?
I wouldn't be. We'll be back with more Snarl right after this. Wow.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, the advent of The Undertaker as World Heavyweight Champion sent the sectarians into hiding only very briefly. They're furious at having been both suckered and embarrassed, because Manson issued a challenge for a 6-man tag against himself, Papa Shango, and the Boogeyman. I don't know who they were expecting or hoping to bait into a match, but they never even dreamed about who came knocking at their door.
And tonight in a special one-night-only performance, the Ringside Army, Eddie Guns, Troa Barton, and Craig NBC Block, Mr. Ringside puts the band back together again against the Sectarians. Guys, here it comes.
Greetings and blessings to all our children. We know you're out there. Listen now to the words of the Guru, our first prophet and giver of the laws, as Manson.
Greetings and blessings to all our sectarian children in the world. I've come before you tonight to expose the RWL witch hunt against us. We're done with your charlatans, your false soldiers, your paid corporate shills, like the general managers, like the Undertaker, like everyone you've thrown against us. Always, always, always paid under the table by your corporate masters.
Well, guys, I feel personally attacked.
We've challenged for a 6-man tag tonight, but we want real soldiers to fight. Men who don't need payment to soldier for you. Someone grassroots, but I know, and the children all know, you haven't got anyone willing to spill some blood for no money. Shango, Boogeyman, and I will be waiting to see what you come up with, if anything at all.
Did that dirty, soap-dodging hippie call me a corporate shill? Well now. He wants grassroots, he says, Johnny. He's about to get the grassiest grassroots he ever saw. I am deeply insulted. Of course we use our money and our power and our influence to buy hired guns. Damn right we do. Hell, that's what I was raised on. That's what I grew up learning. When I was a kid, I used to lie to the other kids in school and tell them that J.R. Ewing from Dallas was my real father.
Oh, so Kiz wants grassroots, does he? I guess the Ringside Army is before Mr. Guru's time. It didn't ever get more grassroots than Mr. Ringside, his nephew Troy Barton, and Craig NBC Block.
The faction that ran RWL in the early to mid-2000s. The Ringside Army had been referred to as making the NWO look like the Girl Scouts.
A lot of people believe that.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 735 pounds, all from New York City. Mr. Ringside Eddie Guns, Treacherous Trollbot, and Craig NBC Block, the Ringside Army.
The organization so feared, even Scott Bell steered clear of them as commissioner.
I guarantee, Two Shorts fled the building like his ass was on fire wearing gasoline boxers. And he didn't even use his card. Sorry, I know that was mean of me.
Now, Johnny, you know the Guns Brothers manager at the time, Don Roy Caruso, was acquitted of those charges. No one could prove Caruso or the Gubbs brothers had anything to do with Scott's car being wired to explode.
Nope.
Good thing it went off premature, but Scott's beautiful Maserati Ghibli destroyed.
Point is, people got good or bad juju depending on the truh and their feelings about him.
Yeah, the truh, the Ringside Army, the TRA. And there it is. Back together for the first time in years, Mr. Ringside, his nephew Troy Barton on the left, and Craig NBC Block on the right, the longest reigning ever cruiserweight champion in RWL history. Put it this way, Gary Galaxy's still got another year and a half before he can break Craig Block's record.
Guys, I was there for all of it. I just got hired here in 2003 during the MySpace era. And no bull, Eddie. Barton and NBC were as ruthless as they came. This is years before Eddie's brother El Jefe was even part of our WL. And I guess Mr. Ringside has mellowed with age and his brother's positive influence. But back in the early 2000s, this guy was Michael Corleone reborn, and Barton and Block were enforcers not to be messed with.
The TRA power base collapsed when the match committee was put together around 2012, and the guys just went their own ways. but it seems everyone knew. This reunion was definitely going to happen one day. Now it's here, and the sectarians are about to catch a New York-style beatdown.
And I'm going to have a great time calling this matchup. Wow, what a great way to wrap up the first hour of tonight's Snarl. The Ringside Army back together. Nope, get the hell out of here. Well, that's going to be the Guru, Kaz Manson, and Mr. Ringside starting us off as Walt Rothburn rings the bell. They lock it up. Kaz catches a shoulder from Mr. Ringside. Eddie Guns with a headbutt to Kaz Manson. Kaz rounded up for a chop or another. Kaz counters. Mr. Ringside counters him. Manson whip to the ropes. Dodges Mr. Ringside, follows that up with a couple of kicks. Mr. Ringside locked up and whipped into the referee. Disaster averted. Kaz, a set of rights and a knee. A shot to the knee. Here's a cover. One. Only just the one. Well. Kaz Manson moves in on Troll Barton. Catches a knee to the head from Mr. Ringside. Man. What a match this is going to be. Kaz Manson into the Ringside Army corner. Here comes Troa Barton. Treacherous Troa. And oh man, here's a double team. Uncle and nephew with a double suplex to Kaz Manson. Kaz tags out quickly. Here comes Papa Shango. Troa Barton takes him down with a shoulder. Yeah, kudos to Troa. He's lost some weight. Troa Barton catches a shot to the back from Papa Shango. A headbutt to the back of the head of Troa Barton. Barton whipped halfway across town. Oh, man. Well, the sectarians wanted people that weren't hired guns. I guarantee you we did not give these guys an extra dime for their performance this evening. All kinds of controversy, you guys. Now that The Undertaker's the interim champion, yeah, everybody's going, what's happening to Matt Clark? What's happening to Matt Clark? He is going to be on Rage this Monday coming up, and he's going to talk about it. And I guess we'll find out then what his spin on the thing is. Papa Shango going for a cover on Barton. 1, 2. Oh, yeah. Well, no doubt so far, Papa Shango channeling whatever voodoo BS he's got going and trash talking Troll Barton while he does. A stomp to the back of Troll Barton. Papa Shango in control of Barton, and Barton on the wrong side of town here. A jawjacker to Papa Shango. Troll Barton with the hard whip to Papa Shango. Barton ducks under. Leapfrog, well, and a power slam right center ring. Beautifully done by treacherous Troll Barton. A stomp to the shoulder of Papa Shango as he beats it out of town, turns it back over to his uncle, Mr. Ringside. Mr. Ringside catches the shoulder from Papa Shango. Barton about to catch the beats of the Bodran from Papa Shango. Mr. Ringside puts the brakes on it. Don't you touch my nephew. A shoulder tackle from Papa Shango. Mr. Ringside whip to the sectarian's corner, catches a cheap shot from Kaz Manson. And Papa Shango off the middle rope with a splash from Mr. Ringside. Here comes Kaz Manson on the tag. Kaz opens up with a series of shots to the head of Mr. Ringside, Eddie Guns. Eddie Guns catches a kick to the head from Kaz. And Kaz Manson, his luck is ungodly. We're going to see him do amazing stuff in this match you'd never expect to see. But right now, he's catching some blinding on the top rope from Mr. Ringside. Eddie Guns rounds him up. Vertical suplex to the Guru. Here's a cover from Mr. Ringside. 1, 2. A near fall pretty early on in this 30-minute time limit 6-man tag team match. Another vertical suplex from Mr. Ringside. Kaz Manson in trouble. Here it comes. Craig NBC Block, the longest reigning ever cruiserweight champion, 3.5 years. Craig Block was the man in the cruiserweight division. Like I said before, Gary Galaxy's got a whole nother 1.5 years before he can even hope to break Craig's record. Kaz Manson with a hard right hand to NBC. He goes after Rwl Barton. Charges, takes down Craig with a shoulder tackle. Into a blatant choke. And you weren't going to get any polite scientific stuff here. Not in this match. Kaz Manson continuing to play chokey with NBC. There's a splash off the cover. One. But just a one. Kaz Manson going to have to do a hell of a lot more work than that. Up on the top turnbuckle. Rwl Barton looks on. There's an elbow across the chest of Craig Block. Mr. Ringside comes in and breaks up the party for Kaz and saves it for NBC. There's a shoulder to Mr. Ringside from Kaz Manson. A clothesline from Kaz. Mr. Ringside counters with a kick to the head of Kaz Manson. Manson going after him again. Counter whip to the outside onto the floor on the wrong side of town into Ringside Army's territory. Craig Block rounds him up. Kaz Manson pitched towards the ring, but no dice. Craig tags him with a couple of rights. And a rib breaker on the outside as the referee continues to count. NBC makes his way back inside. Rwl Barton politely giving Mr. Manson an assist up. Kaz counters with a kick. NBC goes after the boogeyman. Craig Block locks it up with Kaz. Takes him down to the canvas center ring. Nicely done. Kaz tags in the boogeyman for the first time. NBC rounds him up. Front cradle. Takes a walk with him across town. Hangs him up off the top rope. The boogeyman starting off on the wrong foot right away. NBC with a knee into the arm of the boogeyman. Boogie and Craig both missed their move on that one. Wow. The boogeyman countered with a hip toss from Craig Block. Craig with a knee into the arm of the boogeyman. NBC with a knee to the head. He came back briefly earlier this year during the Sweet Revenge Summer Tour. Came out with Trish Stratus when Trish was supposed to come out with somebody else that created a ruckus. But Craig's back on the scene tonight for this one-night performance with the Ringside Army boogeyman with a spine buster on Mr. Ringside. A clubbing overhand right as the boogeyman beats it out of town, turns it over to Papa Shango. Shango with Eddie Guns up over the shoulder. Hangs him up off the top rope. Papa Shango gets a hold of Guns. Kaz with a cheap shot. Double axe handle to the back of the head from Papa Shango. And a knee driven into the canvas. And Mr. Ringside needs to get a hell away from that corner. A jaw jackal and a clothesline takes down Papa Shango, and Mr. Ringside wisely turns it over to his nephew, Rwl Barton. Barton taken down by Papa Shango, going in for a quick cover. One. Well, not even one, really. Papa Shango whips Barton into the referee again. He's been lucky so far. Barton catches an elbow from Papa Shango. And here comes the boogeyman. And here comes Mr. Ringside. Fresh partners all the way around here. Elbows to the gut of the boogeyman from Mr. Ringside. A right, a left. A hard shot to the midsection. Boogeyman counters the whip. Mr. Ringside goes down to the floor. Kaz Manson looking on. Mr. Ringside makes his way back inside. Shoulder tackle from the boogeyman. Boogeyman with another clothesline to Eddie Guns. Eddie back on his feet. Kick to the midsection to the boogeyman. Boogeyman with another clothesline. A rebound off the ropes. Running splash to Eddie Guns. The boogeyman in control of things right now. A clothesline might change the complexion of things here. The boogeyman makes his way to a standing position. Mr. Ringside right there to greet him. Hangs him up by the waist off the top rope. Here's a cover, a hook of the leg, one. But no dice. Nope. Right back to square one. Double axe handle from Mr. Ringside. A stomp to the shoulder. Yeah, it's funny, I just keep thinking about Too Short. Trying to get an Uber out of here desperately. He heard the Ringside Army was here. He had to get the hell out of here. Man. Yeah, they did wield a great deal of power before the match committee was put together. Mr. Ringside laid out, battered by the boogeyman as Papa Shango comes in to take over for the Sectarians. Drives a knee into the canvas on Mr. Ringside, who rolls to the outside floor. And he's got to be in a lot of pain. Boogeyman, watching as Papa Shango gouges the face of Mr. Ringside. Kaz Manson, no doubt enjoying that too. Oh, man, Papa Shango. Hope he doesn't spin any green mist tonight. Hard shots to the head from Mr. Ringside as the ref continues to count. Well, Mr. Ringside says that's not my problem anymore. He goes after the boogeyman. Drapes him over the top rope, tags him with a right to the back. He's going after Kaz too. Kaz catches a right from Mr. Ringside, catches another. Mr. Ringside returns his attention to Papa Shango and hard shot to the midsection. Guns into a power slam from Papa Shango. Boogeyman's laid out, but here's a cover from Papa Shango. One. Again, no. What a match this has been so far. But so far, the edge has gone to the Ringside Army. Hard shots to the midsection from Mr. Ringside. Another one for emphasis. The exclamation point on the sentence there. A shot right to the noggin of Papa Shango. And a Russian leg sweep completes the dish. Here comes NBC. Greg Block, longest reigning ever cruiserweight champion in the history of the RWL. All the way up off the top. Misses with the leg drop. Papa Shango a step too fast on that one. NBC up over the shoulder in the fireman's carry. Papa Shango takes him across the ring, head first into the turnbuckle, and down he goes. Papa Shango steps back in after a reset. Craig tags him with a shot to the back, whips him to the ropes. Craig Block makes the duck under. Hits and sinking knee to the gut. NBC covers center ring. One. And just the one. Papa Shango, man. What keeps that sucker going? Knee to the head from NBC, followed up with a stomp. NBC decides, no, I'm not going to tag out. I'm going to do some more. Okay, well, quick takedown from NBC in the middle of the ring, winds up the legs. A surfboard, a cloverleaf, and a stomp to the back of the head, all in one. Lovely combination. Here's a cover from Craig, but the boogeyman right there to break the party up again. Saving the match for the damn Sectarians, Johnny. Yeah, I know. Craig winds it up this time into a sharpshooter center ring. This time Kaz Manson steps in. Kaz narrowly misses a shot from Craig. Boogeyman with a cheap shot to NBC. NBC goes after Kaz anyway. Takes himself out onto the apron and slams Kaz Manson into the lip of the apron. Papa Shango back up to a standing position. Goes after Mr. Ringside. Craig tags him with a clothesline, a quick one. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Wait, shut up. This one is all over. The Ringside Army wins it.
The time, 14 minutes and 45 seconds. And your winners by pinfall, Greg Block, Troll Heart, and Eddie Guns, the Ringside Army.
Well, cut off my junk and call me Stumpy. The Ringside Army back from beyond to take out the Sectarians in spectacular fashion. Wow, what a match. What a night we've had so far on Snarl. We've still got a whole another hour to go, and we hope you'll be back for the second half when we return right after the break. Hope to see you there.